Hello and welcome to
Podcast.
Just Podcast today.
Just podcast.
Okay, well, Hermione's with us today.
That's Corey Brown.
Oh, Corey Brown, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we have a very, very, very important question for our viewers.
We do?
Yes. Are Cheetos chips or are they just Cheetos?
That's a very important question.
Yeah.
And there's one very clearly right answer.
What is it?
Well, they're not chips.
So
if you ask for chips and somebody brings you Cheetos, that's the wrong answer.
Okay, so if you're like, pass me the chips over there, and they hand you Cheetos.
Yeah, then they're a fool.
Then they're a fool. Okay. Interesting.
Well, they're just not chips.
Okay.
Ah.
All right, so comment down below, wherever you're listening, what are they, Cheetos or are they chips?
I think they are a cheese-flavored snack.
A cheese-flavored snack?
Yeah. Well, at what point is everything a chip then? Like anything crunchy is a chip?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm never going to be like, hey, hand me that cheese-flavored snack.
Well, I'm never going to be like,
And
hand me the
expect
chips,
someone-
and then whenever I want a Cheeto.
Yeah, I'd probably just be like, hey, hand me those Cheetos.
Exactly, because that's what they are. They're not chips.
But no one's ever going to be like, hand me those cheese-flavored crackers or snack.
Well, yeah. But that's what they are.
That's masochism. That's crazy.
Masochism. How's that masochism?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, that's ridiculous. Why would anyone say that?
I mean, it's just what they're called. They shorten it to Cheetos. Cheetos is short for cheese-flavored snack.
All right, Cheetos. Actually, yeah, we should have Cheetos respond. We'll just like tag them on like TikTok, Instagram, and stuff. I'm like, is it Cheetos or are you a chip? And we'll let Cheetos respond.
Yeah, well, they're going to respond.
What about cheese puffs? You
That's
know,
not
like
a
the
chip.
Cheeto puffs?
Yeah, like, okay, the cheese balls.
No.
There's
I'm
no-
talking about the Cheeto puffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the puffy ones. Yeah.
Now
There's no way
really
that's a
want,
chip.
Now I really want some.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So, cheese puffs, cheese balls, and Cheetos are all just Cheetos. They're not chips.
Okay. Question though. So what if you were like at a friend's house and you were like, hey, do you have any chips? I'm craving chips. And they brought you Cheetos. Would you be like, this isn't chips, man?
Yeah, because they're not chips.
What?
Well,
That's crazy.
Well, they're not made out of potatoes.
What are they made out of?
I don't know, corn probably, chemicals, styrofoam.
Chemicals for sure, yeah.
Right, Hermes?
That's just wild to me. Like, what? So if you were just like, man, I'm really craving, you would be like, because I don't say like, okay, I will say I'm craving sour cream and onion chips, but yeah, I guess I don't say I'm craving Cheeto chips.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's
weird,
ridiculous.
yeah. I'm sort of on board and I'm sort of not.
I don't know. I'm 100% on board. I mean, Cheetos are in the same category of snacks as chips, but they're not chips. Like carrots aren't celery, but they're
True.
both vegetables.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, Cheetos respond for us. Are you Cheetos or are you a chip?
And if they say chip, I'm never eating them again.
I don't think you eat them very often anyway.
No, I would eat a whole giant thing of the balls
Really?
if they say it's Cheetos. If Cheetos say that they're not a chip, I will eat an entire, like one of the balls things. You
Yeah.
know that giant tub?
That's
I would
not
eat a
made
whole
by
one
Cheetos,
in one
though.
sitting. Oh. Well, I would find their equivalent and eat that.
It's Cheeto Puffs.
Yeah, but they come in like a giant thing.
No. I think the brand that makes the Cheeto balls are Balls with a Z.
Yeah, but nobody's calling those chips.
No.
Yeah, but you're calling them Cheetos just now.
No, I didn't.
They did.
No.
They're the
I
same.
was talking about Cheeto Puffs.
Yeah, oh, I know. But Cheeto Puffs and cheese balls things, whatever they are, they're still Cheetos.
They are not Cheetos. They're not made by Cheetos.
Yeah, but Cheetos is like the governing snack of those. If someone was like, "Hey,"
they're not, because they're not even the same brand.
yeah, okay. Cheetos is like a Xerox name.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Everybody calls those balls Cheetos.
No. I've never heard that until I met you. They call them cheese balls. Can I get some cheese balls?
Yeah, but they're Cheetos. Everybody knows this.
No, they're not.
They're the same thing.
You're 100% wrong on that.
No way.
Yes way.
But, okay.
Okay, question number 1. Are Cheetos called Cheetos or are they a chip? Question number 2. Are the cheese balls Cheetos?
No, they're the same thing as Cheetos. So you can call them Cheetos.
No, you can't. I've literally never heard that.
They're the same.
I'm pretty sure Cheese Balls Company, the Balls Company, would sue you for saying that.
Well, I'm sure that... I don't care, whatever. But, okay, if you ask for Cheetos and you give someone cheese balls, then you're like, okay, whatever. If you ask for chips and you bring someone Cheetos, those are two different things. Like, yes, they're snacks and they're similar, but chips and Cheetos are different. But cheese balls and Cheetos, especially the puffy Cheetos, like, if you're blindfolded and you can't feel the shape of it, you would never be able to tell the difference between a puffy Cheeto and a cheese balls.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. They're completely different shaped.
Okay, well, I said if you couldn't see the shapes. Or
You could still feel them.
If you can't feel the shapes.
So I'm just eating one?
Yeah, your crushed up cheese thing.
Oh, I can 100% tell the difference.
Okay, fine.
Cheeto
We're doing that
Puffs.
on camera.
Fine. Cheeto Puffs are completely different.
Then the cheese balls?
Yes.
No, they're not.
Okay,
They taste
well,
exactly
we're going
the
to go
same.
to Costco and get a thing of cheese balls just for this video. And
Okay.
a thing of cheese puffs because they're
Okay.
or Cheeto Puffs because they're completely different.
Okay,
Okay.
but they're not chips.
All right. Anyways, world, settle this argument for us because now it's become a real argument.
Yes.
Anyway, what have you been listening to or watching or whatever, consuming?
I feel like you need to ask this question further apart than once a week because nothing different than I was watching last week.
Well,
I
you
guess I was
watched
just watching South Park, yeah, after
Yeah.
hanging out with my friends who like South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's good stuff. Everybody should watch it.
South Park?
It's good for you. Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't really like it, but I guess you have nostalgia with it.
Yeah, a little bit. And I don't know. I just haven't seen a lot of the newer seasons just because I've been kind of
Are they still making
out of it. Oh, yeah.
What?
There's like all over, I don't know how many seasons, but it's close to 30, if not over 30 seasons.
That's insane. I never got into like any of those like adult cartoon things. Like The Simpsons,
Yeah, I never really got into like The Simpsons or Family Guy.
Family Guy, Burger, what?
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers I never got into.
Yeah, I never
I
really got
actually
into
can't
that one.
stand the sound of the person's voice in that.
What?
Yeah.
The
it's-
guy that plays Archer?
Yeah. No, the girl.
Which girl?
In Bob's Burger?
Well, yeah, there's multiple girls.
The girl that's like, and she dances funny, and she got like the ear things.
I feel like you just described every character from Bob's Burgers with that impression.
No, I didn't.
Out of the main family? Okay, because there's the one girl that dances weird. That's a different person than the girl who goes, eh. And then
No.
there's another different person that has the things that are on their head.
This is how much I've not watched it and how much I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's
Anyway.
fine. I wouldn't like turn it off if it was on, but I don't go out of my way to watch Bob's
I would
Burgers.
100% so fast reach for the remote and turn it off.
Oh.
I hate that show. Because I can't get past the voices.
So you hate the voices.
Yeah.
I don't think that means you hate the show.
I mean, I guess that's true. I have no idea what the writing's like, but I just hate the voices.
Yep.
Anyway.
You're allowed to hate voices.
Yeah.
Maybe just watch it on mute with the subtitles. See if you like it that way.
No, I won't be doing that.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a waste of my
Or
time.
change it into a foreign language. So then it'll be different voices.
They still sound the same.
They don't. They're completely different people that read it.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Do you think every voice actor is fluent in, like, every language?
No, but, like, don't you think they would try to get it the same still?
I mean, some of them, like, try and do it
that's
similar.
like part of the show is her voice.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if you watch, like, the Squid Games or something, like, the American voices sound nothing like the Korean voices.
Well, that's completely different.
How's it different?
They're not voice actors.
I mean, the people dubbing over the American parts are, or the English parts.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know about that?
We'll have to look into it. I don't really watch things in other languages, so I don't really know about that. She sees something.
Yeah, that's fine.
What is it? What is it?
It's nothing. She hates nothing.
Yeah,
That's why she barks at it all the time.
I know. She's gonna start barking if I keep saying that.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
Yeah, see? Look at that. Barking at nothing again. You should be embarrassed.
No.
Yeah, see, look,
Off.
nothing. She hates it.
Off. Lay down. Good girl. Thank you. Good off.
Yep. Show your butt to the camera. That's what the people want.
Anyway, the only kind of one that I kind of got into was not Bob's Burger. BoJack.
Yeah. Well, that one, the writing in that one is just so good. It's kind of easy, and, like, they play into the cartoon aspect of stuff.
Well, I kind of like how they do, like, they'll take, like, themes from other shows. Like, there was, like, a whole episode that was, like, Law and Order themed.
I don't think you're thinking... You're thinking about Community.
No. Well, yeah, they do that, too.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not, like, the whole episode is, like, a theme, but, like, there's been, like, parts from it.
Oh, yeah, they make a lot of pop culture references.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Anyway. I can't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know, you're talking about Bob's Burgers. How much you don't like adult cartoons.
Oh.
Which I like them. I don't know why. I don't have a good reason for them.
Because you're a boy.
I guess. That's true. Like Archer.
No, I know a lot of, like, females who like that stuff, too.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's not fair to say, but...
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, like, Archer's a good one. I really like the So Inside Job, but it only got canceled after the second season, which is just a crime.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the worst because I don't know. Kind of wrapped up the story, kind of ended up on a cliffhanger. But, yeah, it was a weird thing. So that was a bummer because that was a good one. What was another good one? I mean, we already said BoJack. The writing in that one's good, but...
You watch Archer a lot.
Yeah, I used to. I got kind of burnt out on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Archer. South Park, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Harley Quinn show on...
Oh, yeah, you've been watching that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, that's not a surprise. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If you grew up watching, like, the old, like, Justice League cartoons, like one like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all that sort of stuff, you'd like that one.
Into that stuff.
Yeah, that's probably why you don't like the Harley Quinn one.
Yeah. It does have Kaylee Coco in it, though.
Yeah.
I like her.
I think she's a producer.
Yeah. She's really good. Well, we were talking last night, which I thought was also a pretty interesting conversation, but about with your friends about, like, really bad characters in shows, like, for instance, Ross.
Oh yeah, he's
terrible.
a scumbag. He
Yeah.
ruins the whole entire Friends. Like the show.
I don't think he ruins it.
I mean, every episode that he's in is unwatchable. Oh,
I don't think it's unwatchable.
I don't know. Some of the stuff that he does, oh my God. I can't believe it.
It's pretty bad, but like I don't think like I wouldn't like not watch the show.
Yeah, I don't know how any of the friends stay friends with this guy. He's a scumbag to like every single one of them.
I think you just don't like that show.
I mean, it's fine. It's kind of like elevator music.
Elevator music is terrible.
Elevator music's not terrible. It just exists.
I mean, I don't know, maybe because I have like a special place for Friends, but I don't. You like hate that show.
Yeah, I don't hate it. There's
I really
like there's
do
episodes
feel like you
and stuff.
hate it. You talk so bad about it all the time. and
No,
I'm
I
like,
talk bad about Ross. I hate Ross.
Well, yeah,
The
he's
Chandler
in
guy's
every
all right.
episode.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, there's got to be one or two that he's not in.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's a shame. That's a missed opportunity for Friends.
Okay.
But yeah, and then Ted from How I Met Your Mother, he's kind of a scumbag too.
Yeah, I never really got into that show. I've seen like some episodes, but I've
Yeah.
never watched it all the way through.
Yeah, I think I watched it through once. But yeah, I mean it's all fine. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, then,
Marshall's like a good enough character to where he kind of like counteracts Ted. He kind of acts like the normal-ish everyman sort of thing. Like he actually has morals and isn't a complete and total scumbag.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying about like Friends is I don't think you give it enough like time because there are like really good characters that like make up for Ross.
Oh yeah, I mean like Chandler's funny.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's
I like Monica. She's cool. She'd be my friend.
Chandler. That's my
Yeah, I
favorite.
don't watch Friends enough to get that.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I think of Monica, I just think of like a clean freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I feel like Joey is like a really solid character.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
I mean
he's
he's like
kinda
a good guy too. He's kind of a
He's kind of like a ding dong, but he really cares about his friends.
yeah. I don't know. I think they overplay how much of a ding dong he is. It's like really is everybody that stupid?
No, not everybody, just Joey.
Yeah, right. Okay, like it's
I mean, like everything's gonna be over dramatized because it's a show.
yeah,
That's
but
what it's supposed to be like.
it's too much.
You're just too logical and you don't really like watch stuff to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
So everything's just too much for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess, I come from like the South Park kind of humor background, which is a little,
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
yeah, it's the best.
No. But we were talking about New Girl too. Like, I don't know if you've how much of that you've seen, but like Schmidt is not a great character either.
Yeah,
Or
but
a
they're not
great
like
guy,
pretending that he's a good guy. They're not like, oh, woe is me. I'm such a terrible person. People are so mean to me. And then he treats everybody like garbage. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a lot of New Girl.
yeah. I guess they do like openly talk about.
Yeah, that he's
How
like, hey,
shitty
man,
he
look,
is,
you're kind
yeah.
of a dingus.
Yeah. But I think it's like interesting how like if you watch all of the shows that have like the same dynamic, the storylines are like basically the same.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like interesting that there's not like a lot of change throughout them.
What do you mean? Like, change throughout the shows or
Change throughout
change throughout
like
the different shows?
change throughout the different shows.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them that are all the same-ish.
Yeah.
Young people living in an apartment together in a city that's really expensive, working crummy jobs that they're never at,
Yeah.
getting into weird situations that,
Yeah, breaking up, then getting back together, breaking
yeah,
up, then
things
getting
that I
back
feel like
together.
don't really happen.
Yeah.
I mean, unless my life is just boring.
Yeah. You know what's so wild to me is I was into Grey's Anatomy for a while, and then it just like I feel like around like season 16-ish, it just got like stupid ridiculous. And I'm like, so we're watching a soap opera now.
Yeah, and I don't even
I'm
think
like,
I've ever seen an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
oh, I'm like, I feel like that show should end.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time and a place for that show, and it should end. I don't know. But also, Law and Order has been for a long time, 26 seasons.
Yeah.
But I feel like it doesn't like go crazy where it's like killing off all of the characters and
Yeah, it hasn't really jumped the shark, but I mean, it's, it's always kind of the same thing.
yeah, it's true.
Like, oh, here's the bad guy. Oh, we're going to find out how they did the bad guy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to chase him down. Oh, they're going to go to court. Oh, dramatic court scene. Dun dun.
Yeah, but I still like it.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's like a good show to put on if you just like want something in the background or like don't really want to pay attention to it.
I feel like that's not how a lot of people view that show. But
I mean, it's okay. It's never going to like, at least from what I've seen, very rarely does it like surprise you. I mean, a lot of it's like really well written and, it is watchable. I like it.
I think there's like certain episodes where, like for instance, in the last season that's currently playing, is Carisi's character gets stuck in a deli market where it's being robbed. And so like then everything is like not told from his perspective, but it's like that episode is about him basically and how he's dealing with that. So I feel like that like every once in a while there's like an episode that's about like one of the characters. So that's what like mixes it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And like the characters in that show are really good and they're dynamic.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like the characters in Friends, they're not really.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they don't change all that much, with the exception of like Joey, maybe Chandler a little bit. Ross stays a scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And I guess Rachel does too, a little bit. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of it, so.
Well, I feel
people
like
are gonna
Rachel
roast me.
grows a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I guess that's true, because she came in just like spoiled rich kid, never had a
Yeah.
job,
yeah.
and then like works for Ralph Lauren, right?
She works for Bloomingdale's, Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
So, yeah. TV shows.
Speaking of media, we're going to talk about the JonBenèt Ramsey case. And so we watched, Netflix just came out with a documentary on the case detailing like all of the new, well, not new, it's like 8 years old now, but the DNA that doesn't match any of the family members. And then they don't know who it matches, but then there's like a guy who said that he did it, but he's kind of like weird.
I mean, most people that would say they would do something like that are probably going to be on the weirder side.
Well, yes, but for some reason they are like, no, it's not you. Well, I think his DNA didn't match.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he like didn't know about some of the smaller details that, they always hide from the media so that if someone does claim they did it, they can like
debunk it if they're just like, some weirdo taking credit for stuff.
Exactly. But apparently there was like some guy who, I think it was this guy, was like arrested in another country for child pornography or whatever, and then he was one of the photographers in the stuff the pageant stuff that she was doing.
Oh yeah, that guy. I kind of forgot about him. Yeah.
So I don't know like what, but I don't know, did they test his DNA too?
Probably.
I can't remember.
I mean, I can't imagine that they wouldn't.
Yeah. But John Ramsey, who is JonBenèt Ramsey's father, says that he thinks that the Boulder police lost the DNA, and that's why they won't continue to like test it against like the 23andMe stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about like what the legality of doing all that stuff is. I mean, I can't imagine that there's a problem because they did it with the one guy, the guy from California.
The Golden State Killer. But so what I learned from Ashley Flowers, who did like a 3-hour podcast on JonBenèt Ramsey, which you should go listen to. She also interviews her dad. But so when you do like a 23andMe like DNA kit, whatever, that doesn't automatically mean like it's available for the government to to like use to solve crimes. You have to like submit it to another company, and I can't remember the company. But you have to submit it to like them in order for it to be used as like familial matches. So
yeah,
that's like legal, so they should be able to like just openly use that database to see if there's a match somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if your DNA is in the system too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing. If it was like a one-time deal, I don't know. It was weird. It's a bummer.
Yeah. That case it's like 25 years now.
Oh, yeah.
That it's been open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really lets you, I don't know.
Actually more, because that was 96.
Yeah.
So
this is almost 30.
Yeah. 29, yeah. But.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, from watching all that stuff, it just seems like the first people there really fumbled, and then everybody was just trying to
cover them. Yeah. That's kind of what I think, too.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that it wasn't one of the family members.
Yeah.
But it is, there are some, like, after watching, like, Ashley Flowers things, I kind of had, like, the podcast that she did, I had, like, more questions than when I came into the podcast, because I'm like, the ransom note is, like, really long for a ransom note. A. B, the number of money that they asked for was, like, super specific, which usually it's not. And C, I'm like, why are they doing a ransom note when she was never kidnapped? She never left the house.
Yeah, I don't know. The ransom note never made any sense to me, but, I'm not a criminal guy.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, that to me just says, like, some kind of cover-up, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
But the DNA ruled out everyone in the house, so
yeah,
like,
I mean, unless whoever this was planning on kidnapping her and then
didn't.
Murdered her and then just dipped after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Also, it's interesting to me that I understood why they kept her brother out of the media when he was younger, but he spoke out once about it a few years ago, and he was on Dr. Phil, and he had, like, the most awkward, like, smile the whole time, which a lot of people said that made him, like, guilty.
Yeah.
But he just looked awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just kind of
I mean, yeah, right? It just seemed like an uncomfortable face.
Yeah. But he's never, like, come out and talked about it, and, like, when Ashley Flowers was asking John Ramsey about, like, do you think that he has any information or, like, anything even small that would give, like, the police some kind of clue, he immediately, like, shut it down. I was like, no, he doesn't know anything. And I'm like, okay, but what if he does? And then there was, like, in the original report, the brother was, I guess, up in the middle of the night playing with trains, like, in the room next to where she was found or, like, close by. And then in the Dr. Phil, he was, like, asked about it, And he was like, no, I was never up in the middle of the night. And then John Ramsey said the same thing. He was like, no, he was never up in the middle of the night playing. So I was like, why in the original report does it say that?
I don't know.
I know, I'm not asking you. I'm just like...
Yeah, I wasn't there. I mean, yeah, it's a weird thing, I guess. I mean, also... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine a world where he would be, because it was like Christmas Eve or something, wasn't it? Or Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Like, those are usually times whenever children are asleep. I guess most
children
nights.
are usually asleep in the middle of the night anyway.
Yeah.
But...
Me too.
I mean, like, if our kid was up in the middle of the night playing with trains, I'd be kind of like, hey, man, why weren't you sleeping?
I know, them things are loud.
Yeah. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Interesting things.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
About, like, the case in general, or, like, the show, or what?
All of the above.
I think it's a bummer.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a bad situation for everybody.
Well, yeah.
Like, whoever did it and got away, whether it's, you know, the parents or, you know, the whoever actually did it.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. I don't think it was the parents. I think the ransom note was a little weird.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think it was the parents either.
Yeah. I mean, it must have been, like, someone that they knew that just, like, I don't know. I mean, if he's gotten away with it this far, he's probably never going to get caught.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Unless one of his family members submits their DNA.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I don't know. I think the worst part about it is just the way that, like, all of the news, in quotes, all, like, the People magazine and all that crap, like, just completely destroyed any sort of, you know, credibility or anything.
Yeah.
And also how, like, dramatic some of those nerds were. Like, oh, she was, like, stripping and doing all this crazy stuff.
Oh, I know, just because she was, like, in pageant shows.
Yeah, right. And, like, pageants, they're weird.
They are weird.
But, like, some of the stuff, they were like, oh, she was, like, sexually assaulting the saxophone. I was like, I don't know. She was like a kid pretending to play a saxophone. I'm like,
the Netflix...
You're a weird person if you see that. Like, if you watch a kid playing a saxophone and you think that, you're a weirdo.
The Netflix documentary, like, that came out just, like, a few months ago brought that up. About, like, all the weird stuff they were saying about her. And, like, that they basically... The media over-sexualized her. She was not already, like, over-sexualized. They over-sexualized her.
Yeah.
By bringing that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was, like, a whole thing about... There was a whole documentary about how the brother, like, committed the crime and how he was, like, laughing in interviews and like that when he was, like... When it first happened, they interviewed him, obviously. And he was, like... doing weird stuff in that interview too, and I'm like, he's 9, he's a kid, like, of course he's gonna be awkward and, like, say
I mean, his sister died in a very not pleasant way.
Yeah, like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And also probably really traumatizing.
Yeah, right. And, you know, like, all your parents, like, everybody's saying, oh, your parents murdered her and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, all the newspapers and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, and they had to, like, sneak him to school and stuff. Like, that's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy. Anyways, yeah, they had, like, a whole thing about how he did it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that.
Yeah. I mean, he's 9.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know of any 9-year-old that would, like, know how to build a garrote.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah, so interesting that people actually believe that.
Yeah, right? And I don't know. Whole thing's just a bummer.
Yeah, that's true. I feel really sad for the family, especially because the mom died.
Yeah.
Like a few years back.
Well, cancer. Yeah, and then the dad, like, he had another daughter that, like, passed away in a car accident, too.
That's right. Yeah, like a daughter that was, like, way older than...
Mm-hmm.
I think his name is Burke and JonBenèt. Yeah, she died in a crash.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah. That poor guy.
I know, yeah. And people are still like, he might have done it. I'm like, really?
Really? Why?
I don't know, because they're
Yeah.
scumbag. Well, probably because it was so beat it into their head that he
Yeah.
was, abusing the girl because she was doing those weird pageants.
Yeah. I think that my grandparents believe that one of the family members did it, but I think that's because they were like, they lived in Colorado at the time. And I'm sure like that's all they heard on the news was that the mom did it or the dad did it or the brother did it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for
Yeah.
a while they were really blaming the mom for a long time. That and the detective, one of the main detectives is like still really like, he has like a whole book written about how the mom did it because JonBenèt peed the bed and she got so overly mad about it that she killed her. And I'm like, choking your own daughter because she peed the bed? I don't see that happening.
Yeah, right. Especially if there's like not any signs of abuse beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Conspiracy theories are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that's really all I had. I just like, I've listened to a lot of like true crime and stuff, and I try to like listen to people who actually do like good things with their like money and try to like actually solve the crimes and stuff. Like Ashley Flowers, she does like a lot of the investigating herself, and then she like donates money to get the crimes like solved.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I try to like consume people who are actually like doing good things with it and not just like
Profiteering off of like some poor person's tragedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's like, I don't know how I feel about some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Is I'm like, some of it's just kind of gross with how, I guess we're being a little hypocritical here since, we're kind of talking about it. But I guess we're more talking about like the media surrounding it.
We are, but I also feel like they're like, we're not just like, I mean, currently we're not profiting off of it. But also like, I don't think that, I guess like I want a space where like we can openly discuss like some of the conspiracy theories and be like,
oh
look,
yeah, and
these
like
are,
how
not
some of them are
true.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think the majority, I don't know. Usually like if you have to make a lot of assumptions with something, your answer is usually wrong.
Yeah.
Like if this must have happened and then this must have happened and then this happened.
Yeah,
If you do a lot of and thens, then you're just.
It's called Occams Razor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're an ABA like me, have philosophical doubt, okay? Like, doubt some of the things out there. Don't just believe everything you hear.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because, I'm like, if some magazine has hard evidence that, this brother killed his...
Yeah, like People magazine.
Yeah, right? I'm like, and the brother's still cruising around just fine. I'm like, I feel like the police might be better detectives than some nerd who's used to writing about, I don't know, Britney Spears not wearing underwear getting into a McLaren.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, if you want to believe what People magazine is telling you, then you probably watch those shows about how aliens built the pyramids.
Actually, no, I think those are two wildly different people. I think that they're like the same mindset. But yeah, I think the people that watch like Ancient Aliens have no interest in like celebrities or anything.
Well, probably not. But I feel like those people like cross paths.
Yeah. I guess. I feel like they have the same amount of critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
And they just take any information that's presented to them at surface value.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, which is fun. I like doing that.
Yeah.
That's why Hermione hates nothing. She barks at nothing, so obviously nothing bothers her.
Or everything bothers her.
No.
No.
She doesn't bark at everything. She barks at nothing.
She barks at nothing?
Yeah. There was nothing, and she started barking.
So that makes her a conspiracy theorist?
I mean, yeah. I mean, not a conspiracy theorist. It makes me a conspiracy theorist to think that she hates nothing. Actually, really, the conspiracy theorist is she can see ghosts because there's nothing there. And she knows something that we're not.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, you got to take some sort of leap there.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about how much leap you're taking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because the whole, like, thing behind the Occams Razor is that, like, it's the correct answer is usually the most, like...
The one that requires the least amount of assumptions.
Yeah. Like, how many dots did you have to connect to come to that answer?
Yeah. Yeah, the straightest line you can take to get there is usually the most correct one.
Yeah.
Like, is it, she has a good sense of hearing and she hears something rattling around in the house or, like, the heating vent that she thinks that someone, like, closing a door outside, like a car.
Yeah. Or does she just bark at nothing?
Yeah. Or is Abraham Lincoln immortal but only visible to dogs and walks around our backyard? That's
the answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's the one that killed JonBenèt Ramsey, too, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, totally. Or if you're a behavioral analyst, then you just think, oh, she's barking because she wants attention.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Or escape or
either one.
From something else. But, no, yeah.
I mean, all three of those options are the same amount of likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely Abraham Lincoln.
I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah. Anyway, we have to go now. We have a family dinner.
Oh, yes. With Abraham Lincoln.
With Abraham Lincoln. It's his birthday.
Yeah. Actually, is it? When is Abraham Lincoln's birthday?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm going to ask Irish. I don't know where my phone is. Irish Siri can't help me. She's too far away. Just I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Siri.
Nah, she doesn't listen to you.
No, she doesn't. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's okay.
So, anyway, you can look it up. That's your homework.
Yeah.
Let me know what Abraham Lincoln's birthday is, and I'll tell you about it next week.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's in March.
I have no clue.
I don't know either. Anyway.
If I had to guess, I would say September. He looks like a September kind of birthday guy.
All right. Several things to come back to next week on.
Oh, yeah. What are we talking about next week?
We're giving advice on how to diffuse a fight.
Oh, we are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I thought we were talking about hot rod stuff.
No.
Oh.
We're not done with our cycle yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the beginning of the next cycle.
Hot rod stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Stay tuned for that.
And only
Shout
that.
out Tony Angelo.
Don't come back for our relationship advice.
No. Wait. Yes, come back for that.
Yeah.
Because I am in a relationship and I have opinions.
Yep. So he thinks.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He has opinions. Anyway. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Adios.